Teezo, touchdown. How do you sleep at night? Kind of don't really, couldn't give you an answer as to why I ended up here today on the day this album was released. Don't really know anything about the guy. Walking it completely blind. I know he was on Utopia, a feature on Utopia. I saw he was a feature on Call Me If You Get Lost. Other than that, I really don't know anything about him, and it's kind of fun walking it completely blind. New album. I've been online for about 30 seconds in total across Twitter and Discord this morning, and already very different opinions about this album. Now, in terms of why I'm listening to it today, a couple weeks back, I was in Discord. I'd had a couple beers. People were talking about it, and someone said, "Hey, Bob, you know, these little teasers that he's sharing, it's got guitars and stuff in it. You might like it. You should do the reaction." Okay. And that was that. Yeah. Yeah. So everybody who's been asking for an album for over a year now, I hear you. But, you know, sometimes when the mood is just right and the timing is just right, people can sneak one in there. So also, it's fun for me. Nothing really new came out in August, I don't believe. So I think it was all, you know, older material that I was listening to. And so it's fun to get a new one in. I know Drake's coming in a couple weeks as well. But it's, you know, it's fun. It's fun. And I was thinking, I should stream it. But I'm not going to stream it. I'll just do my thing. Now, I did see he was tweeting. I will always call it tweeting and Twitter, this X shit. It's dumb. People tell, you know, it's How Do You Sleep at Night, which is a great little title. Kind of a fun play on words, right? Because he was tweeting out, you got to post in your pajamas. If you're going to do a reaction, if you're going to do anything with the album, please post it in your pajamas. All right. As you can see, I'm wearing Fire Jam. I have in the past thought about I should make a jammy jam, right? Like a pajama pants where it's all the different jams on there. Problem is, I don't have pajamas because I don't wear pajamas. Oh my. Right? And so the only way for me to do this reaction in my pajamas is to put on my suit. Yeah, that's right. Birthday suit Bob. The beginning of my OnlyFans career is today. You wanted pajamas? Viking pajamas. There you go. Viking pajamas. Now, the real question. Am I wearing bottoms? Ooh. Spicy, right? Am I just sitting bare ass in my chair right now, looking at you intently through the camera? I will not answer that question. No, I will not. This is my sweater. I take it everywhere. To the water park, when I go for a run. Just a hairy bastard, except for the top of my head, where it's supposed to go, right? Of course. There you go. Okay. Well, the first track's called Okay. I've heard, well, I caught a couple glimpses of opinions. Let's don't even worry about the opinions that I caught glimpses of, because who cares, right? Everyone gets to form their opinions. Gotta try and come into this very open-minded. I did Watch My Back by Lucky last week, and I got a lot of prep. People prepped me what to expect, which was great, because if I would have walked into that one blind, I wouldn't have appreciated it. I don't think I would have got it. I think maybe through the week, after people gave comments and let me know, no, this is what's actually going on, you got to understand, okay, then I probably would have got it. But that initial reaction would have been off. And this week's been kind of neat for me because for whatever reason, the mind has been rolling. You know, sometimes the mind rolls and thinks about sitting. Been listening to a lot of dark ambient again lately. Been listening to a lot of, I guess you call it post-rock, Red Sparrows, This Will Destroy You, Explosions in the Sky, just progressive rock with no lyrics. It's all instrumental. A lot of my favorite kind of thought-provoking, thought-supporting music. And hopefully I can roll into this and just let this be what it is and kind of react to what it is rather than having an idea in my mind of what I want it to sound like or what I want it to feel like or whatever. And just hopefully I can in real time appreciate it and let it be what it is. It's very challenging. Might not sound challenging, but it is hard to do on that first listen. You know, we all have our preferences and what we enjoy and don't enjoy, expect, don't expect, etc. Anyway, lots of talking, let's move on. Track 1 is called Okay. First time listening to Teezo Touchdown. This is his first album, as far as I understand. I don't think he has anything else other than this one. It's produced by Sad Pony, Andrew Keller, and Justin Raisin. I don't recognize any of those names. So here we go. Track 1. Okay. Oh. Okay.
Someone stopped me and said, hey dude, have you seen a new Spider-Man?
Huh.
I said not yet, been really busy, but I promise I'ma see it when I can. Life is a movie that you can't find bootlegged on someone's Reddit. My life is a movie where everybody hand on shake ends up in the credits. Life is a joke, but you have to be really sick to get it. American Pie, would you rather die or would you rather split it? You decide in your bed tonight or whatever it is you lay. Where will you hide the body of life that's standing in your way? Okay, I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay.
Wow, I was not expecting anything like this at all.
Alright, okay. Sometimes I just wanna be subliminal, but it's not really up to me. Please stay out of my business. Everybody has their own company. You decide your bed tonight or whatever it is you lay. Where you hide the body of life that's standing in your okay. I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yo, lots of just mixed opinions right here. Feels like post-grunge, feels like Weezer, feels like fucking Paramore, feels like lots of late grunge, post-grunge sound. A big part of me is God, I wish the riff would progress and evolve a little bit, but it's just, and I'm trying to kind of listen to his flow. He's rapid fire through his verses, he's really cracking it off there. And then I like the chorus. You decide in your bed tonight, or whatever it is you lay, where you will hide your body of lies that's standing in your way. And like I said at the very beginning, and I'm noticing I don't have a shirt. I told my wife, I told her I'll put little pasties over my nipples, and she's like, God, no, don't, please don't do that. okay, fine. That's our compromise. I'll take my shirt off, but I won't do pasties. Anyway. Glancing at just the real quick snippet opinions that I saw as I was trying to scurry through online real quick to do my, posting my picture on Twitter for the album cover and shit like that. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. There was a line, what was it? Sometimes I just want to scream. I want to scream alone. I just want to be, stay out of my business. Where was it? You didn't help me write that song. Why doesn't anyone want to sing along? Don't tell me how to sing. There we go. That's what. Don't tell me. So I like this idea of, okay, here's the music I want to make. And this is something I will always support. Even if I don't like the music, even if it doesn't work out that well. Okay? And I'm not really going to form an opinion on this song because we're 2 minutes into the album. It's 40 minutes of music. I think there's one music video I'll do at the end for Patreon. But if he's going to start off with, I want to make what I want to make, I'm in. Now, if I like it or not, who cares? I honestly, at that point, as long as you're making what you want to make, that's going to be your path to success, in my opinion. That's going to make the best music, in my opinion. I'm just one Viking. I wish I could have more to say about all of it. But okay. Yeah. All right. Let's move on to track 2. I'm warm to this. I'm not cold to it. Track 2 is called You Thought. It's featuring Janelle Monáe, who I have been told her album came out this year is actually fantastic. I kind of want to sit down with that one too, but I haven't, obviously. Here we go. You Thought, track 2. Drop it in. This is a trip, man. This is. Oh, there's a little bit of drums. With a pop-up.
You would have thought that I finally made no major the way I play with the bands.
Interesting.
You would've thought that I worked at the venue the way that I pack out the stands. You would've thought that I worked at the mall the way that my closet expands. You would've thought me and you was involved the way that you holding my hand.
Layered on top of
people
the
probably think that we engage, how much you stay over my place. They probably think that I live in the cave the way that we stay out the way. You would've thought that she hated the place, how fast she's walking away.
And then it slows down. Cool. Cool.
You would've thought she was a racer, the way she's speeding. You would've thought that I was far away, the way she keeps reaching. And I thought we were better than that. I thought we were better. I thought we were better than that.
Very cool section right through here.
I thought we were better than that. I thought we were better than that. You would think I learned the lesson that she keeps teaching.
There's a minute left, I'll let it play through.
On the same page, but I wasn't reading. You would think she had a choir the way she's preaching. I think I really heard it this time. And I think I'm gonna regret it. I thought we were better.
Janelle sounds great.
I thought we were better. I thought we were better than that. Maybe I thought that way. I thought we were better.
Hell, Teezo fucking sounds alright, man.
I thought we were better than that.
I kind of wanted that song. I liked how it started. I liked how it dropped back and slowed down and went into this. I kind of wanted it to pull out of that though too, and kind of ramp into something more. I feel like this song could have had another 45 seconds to it. Could have had a third act, sort of. Now I like the song. I want to give it a heart. I like the song, but I feel like it could have had just one more step of closing it out. But, you know, maybe I don't want to criticize it too much. Anyway, I was kind of hoping for that. I don't want to criticize it too heavily because that's just where I was going. If you take the song for what it is, it works in the sense of it's basically just kind of everything's falling apart and he's left with this, oh shit, I thought we were better than that. And if a relationship is failing, there isn't a third section, right, that I'm talking about in terms of music. There's not a third section to express. It's just you alone. Oh, it's over. Right? So there you go. Interesting. I liked how it started. I loved how he was doing that rapid fire over the drums, with the drums. And it was all kind of like... I like that. That was cool. That's pretty neat. There was some neat fucking lines in there. You know, not the most intricate wordplay, but just cool. You know, thought I worked at the mall, the way a closet expands. You think I live in a safe, the way I make you feel safe. Then it gets into the way I do not play. I'm glad I let it play out the whole way and kind of saw that that relationship falls apart because he says this over and over. The way I do not play. I do not play. I do not play. You would have thought she hated the place, how fast she's walking away. She's a racer, the way she's speeding away. I was far the way she keeps reaching. I was far the way she keeps screaming. I like that someone yelled action the way you're acting. Up in Aspen, how cold your ass has been. Not the most sophisticated wordplay, but it works. You know, it's cool. It's cool. I thought we were better than that. Okay. Well, that one got to heart. Interesting. I'm liking what's going on with the music, the production. Who did the production? I didn't look at that, did I? Tyler Cole is the producer on that one. Okay, let's move on to track 3. It's called 12 tilde. Track 3. Drop it in. Here we go. Oh, that sounds like a sample. Stop.
What's on my mind? I know what's on your mind. I see it in your eyes. I read between the lines, but the lines are not enough. I need to hear you read. I need to hear you say exactly what you mean. I know that you're nervous. I'm kinda nervous too. But baby, I got a plan.
Good vocal sound there.
Now that I got your permission, baby, take my hand.
Good singing. Pretty good voice, man.
First I'm gonna, then I'm gonna, and that's gonna make you. That's gonna make you. And then I'm
Okay. Okay.
Then back and forth like.
This section I struggle with because in terms of the rock sound, the guitar sound that's happening right now, all the stuff I listen to goes so much further than this. So this feels I don't want to call it basic, but I'm going to call it basic. And so the struggle I'm having is I want to compare this to Mastodon, to Tool, to fucking Pantera, all these metal bands that have taken riffs for fucking decades and just torn them apart and put them back together and put all these cool intricacies into them. Metallica always progressing through their riffs and shit too. So this, the first track, okay, I was thinking Weezer and just some of that kind of stuff. And their structure was pretty straightforward early on as well. So my mind keeps trying to say, oh, this isn't good because it's not that. But this isn't necessarily supposed to be that. So I'm trying to disconnect those two sections of thought. Let's keep going. Kind of a fun chorus, kind of silly, whatever. The other thing too is, how seriously do I take this? It's just music, right? I saw a couple comments. Well, no, I don't want to talk about. No, I don't even want to bring the comments in my head. Let's keep going. Try and stay as unbiased as possible.
I know that you're nervous.
I kind of like the pre-chorus. I don't know. I like this a little bit. This is growing on me right here.
But baby, I got a plan.
His voice sounds good.
What I'm gonna do now that I have your attention, baby, take my hand.
That sounds really good.
And that's gonna make you, baby, that's gonna make you. And then I'm gonna, and
Yeah, this is kind of growing on me. I kind of like this. I've given a heart. And for the record, that drum sample, well, I don't want to say sample, that drum structure sounds almost exactly like the beat structure for Tom Petty's Don't Come Around Here No More. I believe so. Which, I'm fine with that. If it's a nod to that, I'm fine with that. Oh, there's no annotations, huh? No one's really talking about this, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. I like it. And, okay, we're 3 tracks in. Feels like it's a little bit more, I don't want to say poppy, but not so serious. Let's not take it so seriously. It's just music, making music. He's making what he wants to make. This is what he wants to make. I hope this is what he wants to make. I hope he wasn't, told can't do this, got to do that type of thing. This sounds pretty different from most other stuff I've heard out of the hip hop world. This is kind of cool. I'm kind of getting into it a little bit here. Track 4, it's called Sweet. It's featuring Fouché, produced by Benny X. Let's drop in track 4. Sweet. Oh, I didn't talk about any of the lyrics. That's okay. Whatever. That's all right. Let's keep going. Nice little guitar lick in there.
Everything you say is funny, girl. It feels like I'm dating a comedian. Everybody else, I swear, but today I finally hit the median.
Decent play there.
Even though I can't dress, girl, you love everything that you see me in. Do you really think I'm
Trippy, what a blend. What a blend.
You. Honestly, you too good for me. Honestly, we'll last about a week. Honestly, my life is sour, but when I'm with you, everything's sweet.
This is a fucking cool song. I love this little guitar lick that's just floating around in here. And the way he's singing this too. This is kind of fucking cool.
If the clothes fit,
I love that beat. This is a cool fucking jam.
nice and toasty in my bed with Barry. I think we should get married. Sometimes I catch myself just staring at your face.
Great jam. This is fucking cool. I like this one a lot. 2 minutes too. I love that song. I really do. I love that song. And the reason why, great vocals, of course. I already forgot her name, Fouché. I assume that's how you pronounce it. But every now and then I'll talk about how important in music it is to play. And that's what this feels like. It's just this song is being played. And it exists as it is, and it's light. Well, it's not light, but it's got that floating guitar and just a cool, simple drum structure going, great vocals, easy lyrics, just easy, enjoyable song. This is cool. I'm getting into this. I'm liking this project so far. We're 4 tracks in. There's 10 left. This is neat. This is pretty fucking neat, man. Huh. Let's move on. I'm just smiling. Like I want to listen to that one again. Sweet is fucking. That's a fantastic song. Fantastic. Let's move on to track 5. I guess I don't want to. I want to listen to it again. I guess I could talk about lyrics. There's not a whole lot to say. The lyrics are pretty straightforward. You know. Everybody else I swear, but today I finally hit the median. You know. Even though I can't dress, you love everything you see me, and you really think I'm cute. Honestly, look good on you. Oh my, you're too good for me. Will last about a week. But then she's talking about how much she's into him. You know, like just a cool fucking song. It's sweet. Yeah, there you go. Track 5 is called Impossible, produced by Justin Razy and Sad Pony, who did track 1, I believe. Yeah. Okay, track 5, Impossible. Here we go. You know, and it's guitar, but it's got this lighter feel to it. My wife's gonna say it's fun, and she's gonna like it.
Maybe they were gonna be a painter until somebody said they couldn't paint. Maybe thought they was the next John Michelle till somebody yelled, no you ain't. Maybe they wanted to go to art school, but their parents said, sorry we can't. Maybe it was a mix of all 3 of those colors that left the campus plain.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who said it would be impossible? Who said it would be impossible?
I gotta love this song because of the context of this album so far and everything that's happening on this album and how this is, you know, supposed to be hip hop, I suppose, right? But I said at the beginning, I just, you know, the opening track, okay, he gave me this idea that Teezo was trying to make what Teezo wants to make. And so, okay, cool. You know, you do your thing. And I feel like this song is, that whole concept just wrapped into a little 2.5-minute track. You can't do this. It's impossible. Like, how many times, I can only imagine how many times this guy in his career has had an idea in his head of the music he wants to make. And now here it is. And maybe this was the vision, maybe not. I don't know. I'm making some assumptions here to help explain why I'm so excited about this track. So imagine just going so much of your life with your own doubt, which is just a motherfucker sometimes, right? Doubt just gets in there and tells you you can't and you can't and you can't. And then you get online, there's all these opinions about what's the best music and how it's supposed to be and all this other stuff. But then this whole time inside of you, you've got this ball of, this is what I want to make. I want to make this. I don't want to make that. I don't want to do that. But then essentially your whole environment that's surrounding you, I'm assuming, in terms of the context of this sound, whole environment telling you, no, you can't. You can't. It's impossible. And so, I mean, the lyrics, I don't have to put a whole lot of effort into the lyrics. These are all pretty straightforward. I don't know who Jean-Michel is. Who's Jean-Michel? Oh, the painter. Backxwash. The only Jean-Michel I know is Jean-Michel Bale, who was a supercross racer in the early 90s or late 80s. God, who knows how long now. It's been a while. McGrath. Jeremy McGrath came along and conquered him. And he should. This whole song just feels like a metaphor for him, and probably his experience of wanting to express music in a certain way, and the wall of no, it's impossible. Let's keep going. I like this song a lot. I'm really fucking enjoying this album so far. Singing, you know, like you're not allowed to sing in hip hop. Well, not entirely, but it's not something that happens very often.
Maybe you wanted to be a DJ. Maybe you didn't have gear. Maybe you wanted to be an artist, but everybody always called you weird.
Yeah, fucking cool, man.
Maybe you wanted to be a rock star. Who's to say what's impossible? The only way is if you never stop.
This is a fantastic song. Fantastic song.
Who said it's impossible?
Fucking phenomenal. Phenomenal song. And look, I'm not going to sit here and talk about how complex it is. And very straightforward, but sometimes that's all you need. It doesn't have to be complicated, man. I was telling my son yesterday, we were talking about some stuff. Sometimes myself, I do it all the time. I make it shit so complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated. In this song, I wish anybody out there, I wish I could scoop up all the people in the world who are struggling and need some sort of inspiration. I could just listen to this song. Just put on this song. It's kind of upbeat a little bit. It's kind of happy. It's inspirational. It's just saying, go. Just go do it. Just go. Go. And the opening portion too, or verse 2, I'm sorry. Maybe he would have been the next Ali if we would have blocked that right. Maybe the ref counted too fast. Maybe it was a combination of all those things, or that you find out you want to be a boxer till you find out you can't fight. All these different things. I love that verse because it's essentially saying, look, go do what you want to do. You're not always going to win. You're not always going to win. The best players in the world in professional sports don't always win. They lose all the time. All the time. There's not a single fucking sports organization that's gone undefeated or a player that's never lost. I mean, maybe in boxing or UFC or something, it happens. It's kind of rare. Well, very rare. One thing I don't like about our society is we idealize this thing of victory is so important and defeat is so terrible. We lose all the time, every fucking day. Our world doesn't end because of it. It's all the time. It's incredibly normal to not succeed. We have this idea. I don't know if we cling to it, if it just gets pushed on us or both. But well, if you keep going, you'll get there. No, you won't. There's nothing guaranteed. So don't fucking worry about it. Just try. Do what you want to do. And that's what the final verse is so great. Who said it's impossible? Who said the only way is if you never start? The only way it's impossible is if you never start. So just go for it. Fucking go for it. I'm literally recording myself with no t-shirt on. Talking about music. And I've got 100,000 subscribers. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Just go. Live. This is a fucking fantastic song. God, life is so surprising sometimes. Track 6 is called Neighborhood, produced by Sad Pony and Justin Raisin. Let's jump in. Track 6. This is fun. This is a great album so far. And I can see the negative comments I quickly glanced at. If you want something complicated, you're not getting complicated.
Now it seems easier to sleep. I just put oil on my door hinge, cause late at night I hear it squeak. I just put batteries in the fire alarm, cause sometimes it randomly. I just put an island in the kitchen, cause I love sex on the beach. I just took a walk through my garden, watered my flowers, grabbed me a peach. Waved to my neighbor, wonder why my neighbor ain't way back at me. Neighbor, thought I was doing good. Neighbor, I thought I made it out the hood. I just put a gate on my yard, cause I don't think dogs should be on a leash. Aluminum fall on my window, sometimes I like to sleep past 3. Pots all over the floor, cause when it rains, sometimes it leaks. Pots all over the floor and in the sink. I ain't did the dishes in weeks. I ain't had nutritions in weeks. All I had was sodas and sweets. Neighbor, oh, you wanna cover the peephole? I'ma count to 3 before I blast.
So these are the two characters opposed to each other. And I don't. I already paused it. Yeah. Okay, we'll talk. So again, straightforward on the lyrics. I don't need to tear anything down specifically line to line, right? But he's going through all these different. The first character is going through all the different elements, all the slight improvements that he's made to try and make his life better, healthier, right? Healthy decisions. And then, you know, what's great is waved at my neighbor, wonder why he ain't waved back at me. And then you go back to the second verse, which is the other character. And then there's the line that fucking, you know, whatever that guy, whatever that is bleeped out. My neighbor, the fuck my neighbor keep waving at me. Can't he tell I don't want to be seen? The second character is making all these decisions that are not great, not improving, right? Not healthy. Doesn't do the dishes, hasn't had nutrition, soda, sweets, going out to eat, stumbling in late, sleep until 3 a.m. Let's see how the song plays out before we do more commentary on it, because I don't want to talk out my ass. Let's see I want to see what Teezo has to say rather than put my thing in there. But let's just understand two different characters interacting with each other here.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Can you please spare some for me to eat? My clothes reek, my nose leak, my shoes squeak. Plus, I just got my ass beat. Back streets, hot streets, cold streets. Man, all I know is streets. My family won't notice me. My daughter probably don't even know it's me. Her mama got another man to date. I heard he got a house with a gate. Where I'm headed, where that house is on the way. And I just want to see my baby face. I just want to make sure she's safe. And tell her that daddy gonna be okay. Neighbor, hope everything all good. Neighbor, just another day, you know.
Interesting. Kind of cool. I mean, I like the sound. Oh shit! I'm all twisted up here. I like the sound of the song. I like that there's kind of a little story going on. Again, nothing complicated at all. Pretty straightforward. Lyrically, this is all very straightforward, and that's fine. It's honestly, it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice for my brain to be able to take a break instead of trying to solve puzzles. As much as I enjoy solving puzzles, and you know, getting double meanings and trying to figure out what the slang means and all this other shit. Sometimes it's nice to just not have to worry about any of it. That was cool. I like Neighborhood. Yeah, I get the heart. Interesting. It's just, you know, I'm listening to this album. I'm starting to become a fan of Teezo, the person. I don't know anything about him at all, so I can only extract him from this. But the things that he's singing about, the things that he's thinking about when he's creating these songs, that's kind of cool. You know, I feel like this is a person who is looking around at things a little bit more. You know, I notice hasn't really mentioned too much about fucking jewelry or cars or fashion or spending money and having, you know, I like where his head's at essentially with this album. It's something I can engage with more because I don't care about fashion and all that other shit. It's just not important to me at all. So I like that he's focusing on some other things. Mood Swings is track 7, produced by Brendan Grieve and Huskins. I don't recognize any of these producers except for Benny X, obviously. But all right, track 7, Mood Swings. Oh. Mm-hmm. That is a funky bass right there, man. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It seems when I get my hair done and go outside, humidity is high. It seems when I clean my ride, give me some new ties. God dog in July. If it's not one thing, then it's two things. Another mood swing. They just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
This is fucking good. going to pause right here. This line is great. It seems when I get some time to go ease my mind, I end up online. And what do we find there? Garbage, right? So sometimes it's good things, sometimes, but usually it's garbage. Usually it's some fucking bald Viking without his shirt on, right? But I mention that because I do that all the time, and I don't know why I do it. But, you know, you're kind of tired, the day's over, you want to chill, get online, look at some shit, and it's just fucking toxic bullshit. Reddit just bitching and complaining about everything. Fuck, man. God. Twitter bitching and complaining about everything. Yeah, there's a lot of awful shit out there, and you can focus on it all day, every day, if you want to, and that's what you'll see. The question is that what you want in your brain all the time? And does having it in your brain and being aware of it make you a better person? Does it make anything change in the world, you know? There is some truth to ignorance is bliss. Now, I'm not saying that we have to ignore all the things we don't like in order to make things better for ourselves, because that obviously won't work either. But there is a line that exists, and it's probably different for everybody. But, you know, why soak in negativity when you can literally click a button and it goes away? And then you can live your life however it is you're trying to live it. One of the comments I saw when I was setting up, and I was putting some shit up on Twitter, or maybe it was on Discord. I got off Discord as fast as I could because people were talking about it. It's generic. The music's generic. The album is just all generic. And I think I don't agree with that specifically. I think the person who said generic is probably conflating generic with simple or straightforward. And maybe those things are very similar to each other, but I don't find this to be generic. I find this to be straightforward. But I also find it to be something that's being said by a person who's saying it in a way that, in terms of the whole collective, the sound, the instruments, the production, the way he's doing it vocally, singing, sometimes he's spitfire rapping, whatever. That in itself is kind of new. This does feel slightly new to me. Yeah, you could argue it's simple, it's straightforward. Maybe it's kind of poppy, maybe it's mainstream, whatever. Sure, okay. But I'm enjoying this. There's nothing to unravel. It simply is. and I sometimes it's funny when music is straightforward. People go, no, I used to do it. I still kind of do it. I'm getting better at it. But, you know, listening to Michael Jackson, some Nicki Minaj, has helped me kind of embrace the pop a little bit, the straightforward, the mainstream kind of a thing. Let's keep going. I don't even remember why I paused.
If it's not one thing, then it's two things.
The we is great. This is very sarcastic, silly. Wee! Mood swing. It's super chill. It's catchy. It's a cool song. It's a cool album. Oh, getting into some heavy riff shit right here. Nice.
It seems when I step out of my dreams, everything smells like ice cream.
This is, I don't know, it's just fun. It's fun. It's easy to listen to. It's cool. I like it. Something I do want to say about this song that you might get lost in the lightheartedness of it all is he's talking about mood swings, obviously, and things go back and forth, and it's kind of playful, and it's kind of thing. I think it's very important to recognize when you're in a shitty mood that it goes back and forth. And so this has helped me out quite a bit, honestly. This is something I've kind of stumbled upon fairly recently in my life is I'm in a shitty mood. Maybe I'm tired, whatever. And shitty mood. I'll tell myself, okay, but maybe in 6 hours from now, you won't be in a shitty mood. Maybe tomorrow you'll be fine. So this shitty mood, it sucks and I'm all pissed off. It's kind of like it's kind of like a hangover in a weird way. You know, it's almost like some sort of maybe an emotional hangover or whatever you want to call it. And not even hangover probably isn't necessarily the best analogy, but just the idea that it will go away. The shitty mood will go away. So give it some time, relax, chill, give it some time, and that mood will go away and you'll feel better. Hopefully. Everyone's situation is obviously different, and some of the things that make us upset are can be pretty severe, and so it doesn't necessarily go away. But in the idea of a mood swing, if your mood is swinging around, you know, you can think on that. And then also maybe, what the hell has caused me to swing over here to this negative area? What am I? Is there any causality? Is there any, you know, like what's the word? Anything I'm doing where then I end up here later? People I'm interacting with, whatever, you know. Anyway, this is fucking, I don't know. This is cool, man. It's cool. I can see why people would bitch about it, but I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. Track 8 is called Too Easy. It's featuring Rusk, produced by Tyler Cole. Let's drop in track 8. I did not expect anything like this. Yeah. I'm surprised none of these songs are produced by Weezer or somebody like that. Curious to see where this goes. This too easy concept. Tried to make it too easy. Well, pause real quick. I meant to say this earlier. I forgot. I don't want to forget. I really wonder how much this album is allowed to exist because of Lil Yachty and Let's Start Here back in January, and how much people enjoyed that one, praised that one. It kind of blew up. Very different, completely unexpected. I hope so. I hope Let's Start Here showed somebody, maybe it was Teezo himself, maybe it was people working with Teezo, maybe they're, I mean, I obviously don't know anything about the situation leading to this album. I think my turtle is pushing rocks around in his tank, so you might hear some banging. But I wonder, how much did Let's Start Here influence, not necessarily influence, but allow this to exist, because this is wildly different. And it drops in.
Misery loves company. You can ask the one I'm with. No need to be serious. We not even serious. My DMs are hit or miss. Half I hit and half I missed. But baby, I'ma try to make it easier. Try to make it easier. Try to make it easier. Give you what you need. I'm trying to make it easier for you to be. I'm trying so hard. You can be. I'm trying so hard. Without me, I'm trying to make it easier.
Trying to make it easier for you to be the best you can be without me. Try to make it easier for you to leave. So you've got this kind of loud, well, I don't say too loud, very aggressive, but, you know, this ramped up first half. I'm tried to make it too easy. Tried to make it too easy. They just go back and forth about too easy, too easy, too easy. Misery loves company. You can ask the one I'm with. She's miserable. I'm assuming she. No need to be serious. We're not even serious. Your past is a mystery. My past is mysterious. We're not even serious. Are you being serious? I know it's not easy dealing with what you're dealing with, but maybe I make it too easy for you to leave. Interesting little dynamic there. And this line, misery loves company. Why don't they leave? Why doesn't he leave her? Why doesn't she leave him? Misery loves company. And it's kind of get this presentation, this idea of, I'm trying to detach so that you'll just leave, but then why don't you just leave, you know? Misery loves company. Huh. Cool jam. I'm not going to give that one a heart. I want to listen to that one again uninterrupted. I know I paused at like the worst part possible, right? That drop, that transition. Oh well. Track 9 is called Familiarity, produced by Rufio, Tiz himself, and Baluki. This one has a music video, I believe. This one's been out for a little while. I'll do a reaction to the music video at the end. It'll be Patreon only. $2 a month for Patreon. Track 9, Familiarity. Let's jump in. I love the kind of just like chilled, laid back rock that's going on with this one. Fucking A, I hate Mondays. I'm overworked and underpaid. This is a cool album, man. I'm a little old for roommates. I know that I'm a superstar, but no one's looking. Good little play there. Goodbye, Mama. Good drop into the chorus. Goodbye, Daddy. Hope you understand. Gonna hate. Haha. Feeling played. This one gets a heart. Just a cool, chill jam that's got a ramped up chorus. This is fucking great. Oh, this is funny. Okay. You know, I will say this again, at least for the second time. I love that it's just play. It's play. That's it. It's fun. It's just it's musical expression. There is something to say about simplicity and straightforwardness. I don't want to rant about how we complicate things. I do, but I don't want to right now. I'm just having fun. And it feels weird to have to almost explain that, or defend that. The musical community sometimes, man, the fans, the critics, and it's just like, I feel like sometimes we take it all so seriously, too fucking seriously. Now, look, we all enjoy what we enjoy. We, the things we don't like, that's it. And we all get that. Obviously, that's not a big deal. But I just feel, sometimes it bums me out when I feel like people don't get it. Like, oh, it's too easy. It's got to be hard. Like, this is essentially the inverse experience of Watch My Back by Lucky. Like, for people to enjoy that is difficult. To understand it, it's difficult. And people have said so many amazing things about that album in terms of how it affected them in their life. And I think there's a lot of reason for that, listening to it. But you really have to approach it in a very different way. I mean, this is like the bright sunny side, and Watch My Back is the dark, insidious, toxic side, right? But I feel like sometimes as listeners and as fans and as critics and as people who love to discuss music and pick it apart and put it back together and all this other stuff, when we're confronted with something like this, and there's nothing to pick apart and nothing to put together and nothing to really talk about, there's this automatic idea of, well, no, I don't like it because it doesn't have the effort associated with it, you know? And sometimes I've seen too, just in various spaces online, there's like this level of, seems like snobbery of, oh, well, I understand this and you don't. So therefore my musical opinion is superior to yours because I understand this thing that's really difficult to get into and understand. And you just like the simple stuff, you know? Whatever. I don't really have a point to this. I'm just kind of here in this space right now. And I'm having fun with this album. I really am enjoying this one. Familiarity gets a heart. Let's move on to track 10. It's called I Don't Think You See Me. It's featuring Rusk, although on Spotify, it's Isaiah Rusk. Produced by Tyler Cole. Dropping in track 10. This has been a fun listen. It's just easy. Easy. Easy to hear, easy to enjoy, easy to understand. Straightforward play.
I don't think you need me, you think life's irrelevant. I don't think you need me to win your own marathon. I don't think you see me like the mirror, like I'm one-on-one. I don't think you see me. I don't think you need me. I love you, shit don't stop. I don't think you need me. Still love you, shit don't stop. I've been doing fine, I've been on that marathon. I've been rolling around, trying to go and get mine.
Oh, cool. Cool little turn here. Again, play.
I'm calling your bluff. I land around 9, baby, can you come pick me up?
Tell me what you see in me. Always just speak and leave.
Ha. So you've kind of got this like grindy, yelly, I don't think you need me. You think life's irrelevant. I don't think you need me to win your own marathon. I don't think you see me like the mirror. I don't think you see me. I don't think you need me. I love your shit. Don't stop. I don't think you need me. You know, it's kind of an abusive, one-sided relationship. And then you get this other side of calling your bluff, land around 9, can pick me up, treat me like a lady, like be a lady, like be easy. When you look at me, what do you see? Tell me what you see in me. Tell me what you see in me. All we need is speed and live. Huh. Interesting. There's some stuff there. I can't really pick apart what. I don't have a lot to go off of. But again, a little bit of relationship confliction happening there. Kind of a one-sided thing. I wonder if it touches on too easy. You know, that misery loves company. Just look at who I'm with type of thing. I like that one too. Less than 2 minutes. Again, these short little rides have been great. Sweet, I think, is still my favorite. Impossible was fantastic too, though. This is cool. This is a good ride. Track 11 is called Daddy Mama Drama, produced by Hoskins and Brendan Grieve, and it kind of started. Let me slide this back. Track 11, Daddy Mama Drama.
I vowed to never curse in front of my parents. But what about the curse that we're all sharing? I used to be young and full of words, but now the roles are reversed. You see how much it hurts. The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But if it does, it's okay. We can go and fix the screen. But I'm not. Put a case on it and hope that it still rains.
Trippy. Trippy. I could hate you. I am you. I want to click on this annotation about the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Falls too far. That's straightforward. Can we put a case on it and hope that it still rings? So the first thing I think of is like a wedding ring. A case that goes around a ring. But I don't really get it. And it's annotated here. Let's see. Should I just read the whole fucking thing out loud? Let's read the whole annotation instead of sitting here looking stupid. The phrase, the apple does not fall far from the tree, is a saying often used to emphasize how children take up from their parents. Of course, being that this track is about Teezo's parents, it can be assumed his parents are also people of not much words. Teezo employs a double entendre as apple is a technology. Yeah, if we were to drop an iPhone down a tree, its screen would likely crack. Okay, that makes sense because I don't really understand the fixing the screen. Sure, that makes sense. However, fall from tree, put in Teezo's fix of putting a case on the phone likely wouldn't solve the problem at hand. Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't thinking about an Apple phone. That makes sense. Can we put a case on it and hope that it still rings? Sure. Interesting. I used to be so close to my parents. They said when I turned 13, I'll just stop caring. This is something I worry about. My son is coming up on 12. And I gotta do a little bit more to engage with him. We have a good relationship. We're a good, happy family, but I need to do more. I need to do more to engage with him. This is one of the things I've been thinking about lately while I listen to my ambient music. And then it gets into this heavy section. I fucking hate you. I hate you. Better not run away. I can't hate you. I can't blame you. I could hate you. I am you. Huh. Interesting. Daddy mama drama. So daddy mama. I was thinking, well, whatever. Anyway, let's finish this one up. It's kind of a wild song.
You can put a case on it and hope that it still rings.
Huh. Pretty good riff right there. Beefy. Trippy. Cool little guitar bit in here. Interesting song, man. I don't really know what I think about that one. Very raw. For, what we've heard so far. This is probably the most kind of open and raw. But something that I'm noticing with this track specifically is, so far, up until now, everything's been pretty straightforward, kind of easy to understand. But now we're starting to get a little bit of vagueness in the lyrics. A little bit of not telling us the whole story, keeping some stuff at bay type of thing. So that's kind of interesting. The outro. You're a player, I'm a player. Well, let's go. Let's play around. Later, let's play around. I wonder what this is all meaning in relation to what he's talking about with his relationship with his parents and how he acts. He's not falling far from the tree. Sounds like his relationship with his parents maybe isn't that great, or maybe he struggled at that age, or who knows. Maybe he's upset because he sees himself doing the same things his parents did to him. And it's easy when you're a kid, you think, I'll never do that. But it's wild how we get hardwired into certain behaviors without even realizing. Like, it's so funny. Anytime I hang out with my dad, I go, Jesus, I act exactly like him. Exactly like him. In so many subtle ways. Mannerisms, like how I stand, the way I laugh. There's so many different things. It's just hardwired, Trippy song. Let's move on to track 12, which is called Nune, produced by Solomon Ophonic. There we go. Track 12, Nune. clucking that bass line.
Don't try to talk to me in the club. The music is too loud in the club. Why are we even in the club? What year is it? 2000 and Spent my rent money on this cup. Please don't spill it trying to give hugs. Please don't spill it trying to give dap. You could have said all that on the app. Ain't that sweet but the new name. Ain't that sweet but the new name.
Oh, I have no idea. I have no idea what new name means. No idea. I like this song and what it's essentially talking about, but I don't get it. I don't get it. I love this fucking why we're at the club. Spent my rent money on this cup. Please don't spill it. Trying to give hugs. Oh, God. Yeah, that's great. Why are we here? It's too loud. The drinks are too expensive. There's too many people. Peter Creepin, don't forget to like. You know, dating apps, all this other shit. Huh. I don't know the new name, though. I don't know what the fucking... I don't know. Trippy. Silly little song. Let's go on track 13, which is called Stranger, produced by Dylan. We'll just say Dylan. Track 13, Stranger. Little...
I've never met a stranger.
Trippy, man. What a cool little album.
I've never met a stranger. I've never met a stranger. You see, I'm strange to you, but you're not strange to me. It's a very small world. A very, 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 very small world. Has anybody ever told you that you look like? Oh, you look just like that, boy. Has anybody ever told you that you talk like? Oh, you talk just like that, boy. Has anybody ever told you that you walk like? Oh, you walk just like that, boy. I never met a stranger. I've never met a stranger. You see, I'm strange to you, but you're not strange to me.
I take this first section, this first verse. Has anybody ever told you, you look like, talk like, walk like, dress like, text like, all these? The impression I get from this is Teezo essentially kind of just trying to find himself. That's a tough thing to do, finding who you are and more so being comfortable with who you are. That's how you find who you are. You allow yourself to be comfortable with who you are. Now, if there's certain things about yourself that you don't like, that you can kind of alter and change, great, go for it. But there's a lot of things you can't change. And until you become comfortable with those things that you cannot change, you will never find who you really are, because you have to like who you are. You have to be comfortable with it. That's it. It's that simple. But when you're trying to find who you are, while you're trying to become comfortable with who you are, when you come across people and maybe you get to a point like, hey, I'm kind of getting there. And then they start telling you that all you do is remind them of other people, kind of shatters that progress a bit, doesn't it? Because there is a need to feel like an individual, to feel unique in a way. And if all you're ever told is how much you remind people of somebody else, somebody who is not you, then it kind of goes, well, shit, who am I then? Am I them? Am I me? It's just like I was talking about how I act like my dad, so many mannerisms and so many things that I do, right? Kind of neat. Kind of neat, man. I like how Teezo is exploring different ideas, because he's just, the way they're being presented is very open, in my opinion, and they're just kind of like musings in musical form, just pondering these things, just letting them roll around. And while they're rolling around this idea, let's make a song. Let's have a song surround this idea, and we'll just let the idea exist and the music exists, and it's very cool the way he's done it. It's just, I feel like it's a subtle thing, but it's it's pretty neat. I think my voice just cracked. 43 years old and my voice just fucking cracked. God damn, dude.
It's a very tiny world.
Oh god.
Tiny world.
And then this concept of tiny world.
Has anybody ever told you that you're soft like? Has anybody ever told you that you talk like? Has anybody ever told you that you walk like? Has anybody ever told you? Has anybody ever told you that you love like? But I must face it. It's nothing like the love I get from you. I've never met a stranger. I've never met a stranger.
I like how it's building here.
Never met a stranger. You see, I'm strange to you, but you're not strange to me.
Lots of layered vocals. Yeah, Stranger Gets a Heart. So I think there's a broader idea in this song, because it gets the chorus, never met a stranger, I'm strange to you, but you're not strange to me. And he says it's this tiny, tiny world, teeny, teeny, tiny, tiny world. And then the rest of the song is all this references of how you're just like that, you're just like that, you're just like that. I think the broader idea of this song is we're all the same. We're all here. We're all struggling with the same kinds of things, and we're all experiencing the same, relationship troubles, and maybe we're uncomfortable with ourselves, and maybe we're trying to find our way and make our own music and do our own thing or whatever, and we all remind each other of each other because we're all part of the same thing. Maybe. I don't know if that's what he's going at. That's what it feels like he's getting after. That's what I believe. This is all just one existence, and we're part of it. We are it, really. That's what I really believe. Neat track. All right, final one is called The Original Is Better. It's produced by Y2K and Dylan Brady. Final track off of How Do You Sleep at Night? Neat project. Lots of hearts. Track 14, The Original Was Better.
The original was better. The beginning was better. The ending was better. Who the is the director?
It's funny that he censors out all his swear words, and I've just been swearing left and right.
My life was better. Is this a movie? Is this a play? You're starting early, a matinee. That's not your lines, that's not what you say. You're just an amateur that caught a break. Cut. Right now you're rocking. Oh. It's showtime, girl. You're oh. The lights were better.
It's kind of building here. That's cool. Trippy, dude. Very trippy. What? I did not expect that kind of drop at all. It throws me off, honestly. I like it. I mean, I like the sound, but I was expecting guitar drop and drums and all this other shit, so this is a total curveball.
The original was better.
Trippy. There's a couple things. One, I think is very specific. It's very important. Is my life was better. What I'm getting from this is the idea of life. Well, I don't want to say life is a dream. More of a With as much guitar has been played and kind of rock inspiration that has existed on this album, I have to. Well, I don't have to. I'm gonna hope Teezo is at least familiar with the band called Rush, and they have a song called Limelight. And all the world is indeed a stage, and we are merely players, performers, and portrayers, each the other's audience, beyond the gilded stage. It's just the idea of life is a play. Life, and it kind of spins off of the idea of life as a dream, whatever you want to do with that. And so take that concept and roll into this, is this a movie? Is this a play? It's starting early matinee. Those aren't your lines. It's not what you're supposed to say. I feel like he's just talking about life. Life. Because then you get into the chorus, my life was better. The original was better. The beginning was better. The ending was better. Kind of weaving in, it sounds like kind of criticism, social commentary, especially this day and age, there's so many movie remakes and remakes off of books and remakes off of the movie that was a remake off of the book and all this other shit. But then he gets that line in there, my life was better. And it makes me wonder, I think this whole album, the concept, how do you sleep at night? I feel like this whole album is just the things that he thinks about at night while he's trying to go to sleep. How do you sleep at night? Fun little marketing thing with telling people to post pictures of themselves in their pajamas and do reactions in their PJs and stuff. How do you sleep at night? What do you sleep in type of thing. But this feels like this whole collection is just thoughts that have gone through his head as he's trying to fall asleep. And that line, man, that line, my life was better. My life was better. And we see it a lot in music. It's expressed a lot in music. This idea, what was it? Danny Brown sold the dream and bought a nightmare. Right? When he fucking made it. Sold the dream of making it, but then got all that money and turned around and bought a nightmare. Because it's never what you think it's going to be. I was watching some old Korn videos I don't even remember why, music videos. It just came up. And the music video for Got the Life, there's one scene where the singer, he's in the car and the car's surrounded by media and he's basically just in the car going crazy. And these guys were fucking kids when they blew up. They lived in Bakersfield. There's nothing there. They're not used to attention and fame and money and all this other shit, right? And so when they blew up big and they're on MTV all the time and all this other shit. That's just, God, how do you cope with that, So the idea of I'm going to make it big, be rock stars, and then it happens, and you go, oh, shit. I was better off in Bakersfield. That's saying something. Bakersfield. I like to dunk on Bakersfield. I don't have a problem with Bakersfield. It just sucks. That's all there is to it. It's way too hot. The air sucks. Ugh. They're always fucking doing construction on 99. Always. It will never stop. They're just always working on 99. Huh. I like it. I'm happy I was in a place today and recently where I'm trying to kind of like reset essentially my own mind in certain ways about certain things. And I was feeling just kind of open. All right, let's roll into this one. Let's see what this is. Let's let it be what it is. And I like what it is. Now, I can understand people who are criticizing it, and I can kind of understand why they're criticizing it. But I also feel like they're just taking something and trying to make it more complicated than it needs to be. I don't know. I don't know anything about Teezo. I like this album. I like what he's done here. It's just cool. It's comfortable. It's easy to listen to. It's easy to understand. It's easy to feel and enjoy. It's a good album. There you go. It's a good album. And it's kind of neat how, in a way, this album cuts through a lot of bullshit. It cuts through a lot of the things you're supposed to do. And it doesn't really do necessarily, I was going to say any of them, but it just does what it wants to do. And it works, and it's fine. And it shows that all the things you're supposed to do don't really fucking matter that much, man. And I like it when somebody comes through and does that. I like it when that happens. We as people and society, we do so well at building up all these rules and all these structures and all of these institutions that can't be challenged, and this is how it has to be. And then every now and then someone comes along and goes, no thanks. I'm going to do it my way, and it's going to work out just fine. And this works out just fine. Just fine. Sweet was my favorite. Impossible is great too. It's fucking cool. I can't wait for my wife to get home and put it on for her. The other thing too, is this hip hop? I don't think this is hip hop. I would call this more like, I don't know, like post grunge or some shit. Like there's more rock than hip hop for sure. Even he kind of spits out some verses on the first couple tracks, but he chills out for the most part. Sings a bit. His voice sounds great. Yeah, good shit, man. Cool. Not I'm looking at the bottom here. Released September 8, 20. The copyright registered, not fit for society. Pretty appropriate. Okay. Well, if you're on YouTube, this is the end for you. We're going to do one reaction to the music video for Familiarity, I believe. Patreon's $2 a month. Well over 100 uncut album reactions in there. No advertisements like on YouTube. Any video that you see that I have music, it gets copyright claimed, and they load it up with ads. Not me. I have no control over that. So uncut, no ads, $2. Pretty affordable, in my opinion.